Did you ever get lice from sandboxes when you were a kid? Is that a yes?
No.
I think I ate Chipotle too close to swinging on that swing set. I just started getting really nauseous. Ugh, like vomit. Climb every mountain, sail across the sea. I don't think those are the words. The Sound of Music. Yeah, I don't think those are them. Hi. I swear I'm not crazy. So, yeah, no, I am crazy. Hi guys! Okay, so if all of a sudden in this video or whatever, the lighting changes halfway through, it's because I filmed this through the first time and like, I don't know, I think I'm getting this bug that my dad had and like my stomach was hurting and I don't know, I'm deciding to redo the beginning because I was just like, oh, my stomach was hurting there and it looks like poo. So really quickly before we begin, you know, I always have like announcements to make or whatever. The first two are really, really random. First off, okay, so I talked about my 2011 favorites. I stumbled on my words. How much I loved my deodorant and how I wish they made a perfume out of it. They do now. I don't know if you can see this or not. I'm gonna come over. Yeah, this stuff is, I'm addicted to it right now. I just keep like spraying it on myself 24/7. I talked about it on my Facebook this morning because I'm addicted and I'm like eating it. And they say it is a seductive fragrance of jasmine, rose, and vanilla. So if you see this, pick it up. It kind of smells like a Britney Spears perfume. It's very, very sweet. The second thing is, I got these shoes that I'm in love with that I know some of you are going to hate, but I had to show you. They're so cute. And I think if you live on the East Coast, they're probably not new to you. I know I think they're really popular, but they're kind of like Sperry's, I guess. I know some of you are going to think these are the ugliest things you've ever seen in your whole life, but I really like them. And you can see the whole outfit, I think. Like, I think I put it on my daily booth. I'm putting my shoe back on. I don't know, I don't remember. But, okay, so those are the first two random announcements. Second off, yeah, I'm on Facebook, that's linked down below. I'm doing a giveaway on there. I am on Twitter, that is down below. I'm doing a giveaway on there. I'm on Daily Booth. And I just wanted to really quickly say thank you to, I was talking to Dan the other day. There have been quite a few of you who have taken like time out of your life to either Facebook me, Twitter me, send me, sorry, I have runny nose. I told you I'm feeling sick. Or just send me a message and you've just said some of the most nice, encouraging things. And I just wanted to say, you know, I've said thank you to all of you who have written back, but I feel like the messages don't really voice how thankful I really am. And Dan and I were talking about that, how like there's plenty of like people, like politicians, celebrities, YouTubers, like religious people, whatever, that I really look up to and I really respect. And I've never taken time out of my day to write them anything or say, you know, so I appreciate that. Thank you. And to all of you also, you may have noticed in my comments that I have not been responding as much as I used to. It's because it's starting to get a little overwhelming. I'm going to try the best that I can. But you guys have just been so great and responsive. So if I don't respond to your comment, it's just because I haven't been able to. And a better way to like talk to me is to be on my Facebook or my Twitter. And that's not just to promote my Facebook and my Twitter. The truth is, when I get your messages, I see them on my email, but I can't respond on my phone. But like if you're Facebooking me or Twittering me, I can respond while I'm on the go, versus sometimes I don't get home till night and then all my comments have piled up. But I want you guys to know, even if you aren't on my Facebook or my Twitter, I read all of the comments. And it's not just being like, I read all the comments, thanks guys. Like, I check my email every 5 minutes, and as comments come in, I'm reading them, and they make my day, and I get so happy. And I'm like, Dan, another comment on my, whatever this is, my YouTube. So I get really excited. Okay, first two questions are kind of similar, but I'm gonna go ahead and start. Okay, hey Nikki, I'm 13 years old in the 7th grade, and I'm one of those people who isn't popular, doesn't have many friends, and has never had a boyfriend, and gets picked on. And I'm actually really nice, and you're always like, looks don't matter, it's beauty within, but is it really? Like, if you think about it, it really is about beauty. Is it really about beauty within? Because in order to have a boyfriend, you need to be attractive to them. I hate my life, and everybody thinks I'm fat and ugly. Okay, so there's a few things to that I just want to address, and I'm going to address them in different areas. Okay, so the first thing is, guys, you have to understand that being nice does not equate people liking you. Like, does that make sense? I talked about this in my first video about how you have to remember that everybody has an opinion. You know, you have to remember, like, there are people, really evil people who have become gotten in power in the world because somebody put them there. or people followed them there. And even if they didn't get put there, they followed them there. Like, whether you're doing good or bad, the same amount of people are going to like you and hate you. It just might be different people. So being a good person does not mean you're going to be popular. And in fact, a lot of times, it can mean some more people might not like you. I mean, you have to be a good person to be a good person. Like, you know, you have to know, like, care on people, love on people. How would it feel for you, you know? So you have to know that just because you're good doesn't mean people are going to like you. That being said, though, you attract what you give off. So in terms of, I mean, I know you're 13 and I'm not a fan of dating very young, but in terms of dating in general, you know, like, and I don't remember, like I said, I re-recorded this beginning, so I don't remember if I say this again later, but like Prince Charming is attracted to his princess. You know what I mean? So too often we're running around saying we want Prince Charming and we're not acting like a princess. And I hope you guys are hearing my heart in this. I'm not saying this in a snotty way. I'm saying that if you want Prince Charming, you can't run around partying and staying up all night and abusing your body, because that's not what Prince Charming is looking for. You know, you have to be what you want. You know, be a loyal, honest, friendly, kind, compassionate person. So in terms of, you know, finding a boyfriend or whatever, you know, that's that. Like I said before, I've gotten picked on my whole life. I haven't changed. I haven't, like, I still get picked on. Like, I'm an easy target, you know what I mean? So I understand being made fun of. But in terms of the root of the question, which is saying, like, you know, you're saying it's about beauty on the inside, but it must be about beauty on the outside. I'm trying to think of the best way to address this. First off, and I think I say this later, I don't believe that there is any such thing as an ugly girl. And I hope you guys hear my heart when I say this. I believe that there is such thing as a lazy girl. So if that makes sense, there's no such thing as an ugly girl. There's such thing as a lazy girl. So 99.999% of the time, you know, if you look at someone and you think like, oh, they don't look that great or whatever, it's because of something that could have been fixed had we put a little more time into it. You know, maybe it's, you know, oh, they didn't do their hair this morning, or they didn't put their makeup on, or, you know, it's a weight issue. It's most of the time something we can control. And I see that in myself all the time. I don't look the same when I wake up as I do right now. And, you know, I put work into it. I'll get up, and I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Some people might call it shallow, but I like to make myself look the best that I can look. Does that make sense? So you want to put your best face forward, and it's not about being fake. It's about pulling yourself together, you know, and eating right and eating healthy, and, you know, brushing your hair and doing it nice, and, you know, putting your best face forward. So I guess the answer to your question still is yes, beauty on the inside is what's most important, but I don't think that separating them into two is the best way to look at it. Like, is it beauty on the inside that's more important, or is it beauty on the outside? I think that they both need to be married. And I was actually just talking to a friend about this today, you know, like, I feel like we've separated the two. Like, you can't be, you know, attractive and try to look pretty and be a good person trying to make change in the world. You have to be like frumpy and be a good person, or you have to be like really pretty and then you're, you know, skanky. It's like, no, there is a balance, guys. And I think that's actually the way we were made to be as women, as girls. We're made to want to, you know, we want to be beautiful. We want to be pretty and feminine. And part of that femininity, I mean this, the femininity has two sides to it. It's an external thing, being feminine, and an internal thing. You know, loving on people, being nice to people, standing up for what is right. And, you know, when something is wrong, standing up and saying that that is wrong. So my answer still is yes. But if there's something externally you're unhappy with, I want to say change it, and I really hope you hear my heart in that. You know what you know what I mean? So if you're unhappy with your weight, change it, and change it the healthy way. Get healthy, eat the right foods, you know, get moving, get active, find what you know to do. If you're unhappy with your hair and you don't like the hair, maybe it's too short, maybe it's the wrong color, grow it out. Find if you want to dye your hair a different color, or, you know, if you're just, like I said, I don't believe there's any such thing as a lazy girl or as an ugly girl. So that's that. Okay, so next question. Hey Nikki, I'm a 15-year-old girl. I've had one boyfriend, I have short hair, and I never wear makeup. I know people say that it's what you think that matters, but what if you think you're ugly? I'm always made fun of, and a few weeks ago someone said I looked like a guy and sounded like a man. This really brought me down. Do you know any ways to build your self-esteem when it's really low? And do you know any ways to stop people from making fun of my religion? I'm Catholic. Thanks, Nikki. Okay, so I could be wrong, you know, because it's hard to tell from a quick email, but from the way that you sent me this message and the way you worded it, you said, I've had one boyfriend, I have short hair, and I never wear makeup. You didn't paint that as a positive thing because you proceeded to say that you think you're ugly, okay? Now, if you felt good about that, if you loved your short hair and you rocked it, and like, I don't even, you know, I don't like makeup, I feel beautiful the way I am, that's one thing, but you presented those as something that you don't like. So I feel like that kind of ties back into the first thing I said. If you don't like those things, change them. You know what I mean? So if you, not for other people, and I don't mean like that, but it sounds like it's something you don't like about yourself. So start growing your hair out. You know, you said that you don't wear makeup. Start trying to kind of like dabbling in makeup, just a little like brighten what you already have, not to cover up who you are, but brighten what you already have. And kind of just let your femininity that is in you, I promise you, start to come out. You know, and this is not to change to be what people want. I wouldn't be saying this if your letter sounded like, I'm happy with this, I'm a tomboy, I do this, I do that. Maybe you are a tomboy, but people are mean. You know, that's a different issue, but you don't sound happy with this. You know, it's like the same thing when people will say, you know, I'm overweight, I'm sad, I don't know what to do. Did you say that? No, that wasn't you. You know, it's the same thing. It's like, well, then let's lose that weight. You know what I mean? And like I said, I've said this now 3 times. I hope you hear my heart. This is not coming from a shallow place of lose the weight, girls. It's coming from a place of you want to be healthy, get there. You know? No such thing as an ugly girl, only a lazy girl. If you don't like something and it's that basic, then let's change it. There's nothing wrong with that. Like I said, people compartmentalize like good person, frumpy person, bad person, pretty person. No, it can be the same thing. I think we're really meant for it to be the same thing. Women are supposed to encourage each other to be the best that they can be, and they do that to each other. So if we're all encouraging each other to be the best that we can be and lifting each other up, that's a great cycle to be in. So change what you want to change. Have fun with it. Be the best you can be, and you are beautiful. I promise. If you just do that and you go forward, you are beautiful. In terms of not having a boyfriend, or you've had one boyfriend, who cares, you're 15. I don't even think I had a boyfriend until, I didn't kiss a boy until I was almost 17. So, and in terms of making fun of your religion, that was the last thing. I unfortunately can't tell you anything for that because people, like anything that is different, people are going to make fun of. So whether it's race, religion, whatever, you just may be weird, people are going to make fun of it. You just have to stand firm in your choices, know what you believe is right, you know, and just be who you are. And also, you know, one good thing about being made fun of, it's hard, but one good thing is you really learn how badly it hurts, and let that feeling like sink into you, and just remember, because you just remember that feeling when you want to make fun of someone else, because sometimes it's not even coming from a malicious place. Sometimes it's like, oh, that's funny, and you want to, and I've caught myself doing that too, and you go, no, that's not nice, and they would feel bad if they heard me say that, you know. So just, you remember that, and you control how you feel. So if someone's gonna be mean or rude, you don't have to feel badly about it. You can go, you know what? Here's the thing you have to know, guys. Hurt people hurt people. So anyone that's being rude to you and being mean to you, they're hurting you because they're hurt. You know what I mean? Like happy people that are confident and are happy with where they are, and they don't feel the need to lash out on others. So that's the other thing, is if someone is being mean to you, you have to remember, like, step back, and this is really hard, but try to take the emotion out of it, step back and go, okay, this person is hurting. That's why they're lashing out on me. And it makes it a little bit easier to take if you know, like, that they're lashing out on you because they're hurt themselves, if that makes sense. Kind of like a kick the dog syndrome. And you just have to know that's always where it is. Hurt people hurt people. Does that make sense? Yeah, so that's the best answer I can give. Those two questions were very similar. Basically, bottom line is, if you don't like something that is that easily changeable, that's the right sentence, change it. You know, why not? Heck, you know, it's like, I don't like this hair color, I'm changing it, you know. I don't like the weight I've gained because I haven't been eating the right foods. I'm gonna eat the right foods and get healthy. You know, people that are like Victoria's Secret models, they don't they don't just like look that way, eating whatever they want, not getting any sleep, treating their bodies like poo. They take care of themselves. You have to take care of yourself and just, yeah, take care of yourself. Okay, moving on. My question is, I wanted to know how to meet guys. I go to an all-girls school and I find it hard to meet guys. I am shy and self-conscious around guys, and when I do see them, anyone I like in town or in an after-school thing, I'm always nervous to talk to them. Or if I do, then I make a fool out of myself. Do you have any ideas on how to meet guys and how to approach them, or how to approach guys that you really don't know that well? Okay. So I talked about I think it was my last video, about places to meet guys, and I think the best place to meet guys is places where you have similar interests. I think the best one would be like a church group, because I know for me, like my religion and like my life at the church and stuff like that, that's like the top priority to me, so I wanted someone who had a similar, you know, that as a top priority. But you can go to places where there's, I think you just said sorry, I was rereading something. Go to places where, you know, where you have hobbies, if that makes sense. Like join clubs, join after school things where you're gonna meet guys with similar interests with you. Like I said, I think the best is kind of something, like I said, a church group, but that works too. You're gonna meet other guys with the same priorities as you, and they're doing stuff, they're actively involved in, you know, things outside of school. The second thing is, oh, Molly, where'd it go? Oh yes, and you were talking about feeling awkward when you're talking to them, and you know, you get nervous talking to them. The best advice I can give you, I know this sounds really dumb, is just being yourself. You know, getting them to talk about themselves, being yourself. Whatever you do, as you're dating, you're getting to know guys, don't manipulate the way that you answer questions, the way that you talk to them, when you text message, this and that. I know so many girls who will change kind of the way that they are, whether the way that they respond to like calls, text messages, talk to them, because they want to play a game, they want to make it interesting. The problem with that is at some point that curtain will fall. So you can either let that fall right at the bat and be yourself and find out if they like you or not and then move on, or you can keep that up for 6 months, and then when it does drop, they find out they don't even like you. So save yourself the time, be yourself, look them in the eye, smile. You know, I understand saying be confident is a very broad term and kind of weird, because I already talked to you how I think about confidence. I think most people are very self-conscious about themselves. So the way I translate that is smile at people, look people in the eye. That's not changing who you are either. I say to be yourself, and you're like, well, what if I don't like smiling at people? Well, smile at people. That's not changing yourself. That's being respectful. You know, give them the courtesy of respecting what they're saying. You know, that's kind of how I interpret being confident. Smile at the guy, look at him in the eye, get him to talk about himself, you know, talk about your interests, and yeah. Okay guys, so now I'm gonna read some of the answers. I keep trying to like only pick 5. It's really, really hard, but I'm gonna go ahead and read some of them. So, on Beauty 07, I didn't do a very good job, it'll be right here, says, 5 years ago, I would have told myself that it doesn't matter what the world thinks, only what God thinks. If I had been that smart back then, I probably would have been more focused on the pureness of God and not society. Okay, Katiekrushh says, mine would be to treasure the time you have with loved ones, because you never know how long you have to spend with them. Carmex1495 says, if I could go back 5 years, I'd tell myself to stop wishing for a boyfriend and focus on my relationship with God, because when it's the right time and the right guy, everything comes together perfectly. That is really, really true, guys. Okay, it's listed right there, that's a screen. It says, if I could go back 5 years, I'd tell myself to stop being worried about what people might think of me or say about me. Crazy Kelsey 77 says, 5 years ago, I was 9 or so, and I would have to tell myself, don't be afraid to reach out and help others. Just be yourself, rather than wanting to fit in with the crowd. And the last one, this is probably like the deepest, most profound one of all. It is from Kaylathefashiongirl. She says, in a very serious, profound voice, if I could go back 5 years, I'd say, enjoy your clear skin because soon enough, you'll get zits. This is a very serious one. Okay guys, so that is about it. My question of the video for the next video is I want to know what your favorite healthy snacks are. So what are the things that you like to reach for when you are feeling healthy? I just kind of reiterated the same question twice, but whatever. So you can go ahead and leave those in the comments below. You can put them on my Facebook or on my Twitter, or heck, even on my daily booth. Please comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Have a great day.